Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week's video is all about hair removal because my last video was all about my kind of beauty collection, I guess, and then in that video I sort of mentioned briefly if you guys wanted to see a hair removal video to kind of comment below, and a lot of you did, so I thought, okay, let's make one. I wanted to go through my eco-friendly, vegan, sensitive skin hair care removal techniques, shall we say. I'll talk you through everything I do from head to toe in terms of hair removal. I guess I want to start with a disclaimer just to say that, you know, you have a choice as to whether you want to remove your body hair or not. There is nothing wrong with body hair. I personally quite like to remove certain bits of body hair, and that's it. Nothing wrong with body hair at all. So now that's all out of the way, let's jump straight into it. I would describe myself as having a lot of hair, as you can probably tell. So yeah, I'm quite a hairy person. I have quite thick hair, quite dense, and it's quite dark relative to my skin tone. I'm really pale and my hair is like a dark blonde. Also, my skin is very sensitive. Although I do have kind of more oily skin on my face, I have dry skin on a lot of areas of my body. I suppose from the top, from the very top, as I said, essentials are tweezers. I use tweezers to pluck the stray hairs from my eyebrows. I don't do much to my eyebrows though, to be honest, and they are pretty full and fluffy, and I'm quite lucky in that respect. So yes, tweezers are an essential for that. Moving down, we come to armpits. Now for my underarms, I used to, when I was a lot younger, I used to just shave them, which is fine, and it gets the job done. But the problem is it comes back pretty much every day, and you'd have to shave every morning, and it's just really annoying. So I did when I was, I can't even remember how old I was. I must have been like mid-teens. I switched to using an epilator on my armpits. Now, hear me out, because epilation is painful. Yes, I am not going to disagree with you on that one. But I do find now when I epilate my armpits, it doesn't hurt like at all. Like, it's actually quite nice. Like, I mean, because Holly does it as well. We talk about this and we're like, it's basically like a little massage for your armpits. Literally no one's going to agree with this, but trust me, if you epilate your armpits and you do it consistently, you get used to it and it doesn't hurt anymore. So I use this, which is the Braun Silk Appeal 9. I got this around Christmas time. There was a sale. Yeah, I think it was New Year. Yeah, it was like a January sale, and this was on the sale and I got it for like half price. Essentially, if you don't know what an epilator is, it is tweezers here and it spins around and it grabs on the hairs and plucks them out. So yes, it is very painful if you've never used one before. I like this one because it has a little light so you can see what you're doing, and it's also cordless, which is nice, and you can use it wet or dry. I use it dry just because I feel like it's going to last me longer if I don't get it wet, but if I need to, I could use it in the shower. And yeah, I just really love this product. Oh, I should probably say, because I'll get flagged for it, this is not a sponsored video. All the products that I use here are fully things that I love and swear by. I do personally think that Braun do the best epilators. I've had a few different versions. I think I had the 5 before this one, and then before that I had my mum's like original one from like the 80s or something. So yes, this is a must-have product for my armpits. They stay a lot smoother. I just find you don't get that like stubble, which under your arm, which I just don't really want. And it also doesn't irritate my skin under my armpits because it's literally just, the epilator just plucks onto the hairs. It doesn't really go over the skin or affect the skin unless you catch it, which is very painful. Just make sure you pull it tight when you're epilating and you'll be fine. Right, so moving down, we come to the stomach. Now, like I said, I'm quite a hairy individual, and I'm not ashamed to admit I do get a bit of a snail trail, and to be honest, I just don't really like it. So what we do is I use a razor for this. So again, I used to epilate, but it would cause a few ingrowns and it just wasn't nice. So the easiest thing for me to do is just shave it off. Now, this is the razor I use, and I use this not only for my snail trail, but also for my legs. If anyone doesn't know what a snail trail is, I don't know if everyone calls it that in different countries. Essentially, it's the hair that goes from your belly button down to your like pubic hair. And obviously I'm blonde, and it's not like ridiculous, but it's just darker than I want it to be, so I just take it off with this. Now this is a safety razor. A lot of you are probably like, what on earth is that? Basically, these are what men use traditionally to shave their facial hair with, but because they're like designed for men, they're a lot more sturdy than I find than female razors. Also, it comes apart, and this is what the blades look like. So it's just like a little single edge blade that you kind of put in the razor like so, and then you screw this on here. It's really heavy duty, it feels really sturdy, and the great thing about this is obviously all metal, there's no plastic, and then the replacement blades come in little cardboard packs, and you get how many, 5 in each pack, and this old box has 100 blades in it, and it literally costs like nothing, and it lasts you for so much longer than the blades you buy and the razors you buy in like drugstores. The razor I used before this was just like a Venus Breeze, I think it was called, which was fine, like it did the job absolutely, but when I became a little bit more conscious of my waist, it just wasn't really something I wanted to be using, so I switched up to this. What I'll also say is all the products that I'm showing you I will leave links to in the description box, so if you want to go and check them out, feel free to. This is what I use to shave my snail trail and also my legs. I wouldn't recommend shaving like just with water or like just wet shaving or dry shaving either, because what you're doing is essentially dragging a blade directly across your skin, and that can cause a lot of irritation and extra dryness, and just you can catch yourself a lot more. So it's good to have some kind of lubrication between the blade and your skin wherever you're shaving. So I do this for both my stomach and my legs. I like to use aloe vera gel, and this is just the most natural gel I could find. It's vegan approved. It's not got much in it other than like aloe vera. That just adds, literally, you just want something that's going to lubricate your skin and just provide some kind of something that the blade can slide along rather than it kind of dragging against your skin and causing a lot of irritation. Now, I've tried so many things with this razor to shave with, and I've had no success with, and this is the only thing that does not cause me to get itchy. The Venus Breeze razor that I used to use, it used to have like I don't know if anyone uses them, like the gel pads built into it, so I didn't need to shave with anything. You just got the razor wet and then you would shave, and it would kind of already be lubricated enough for it to work and not have to use anything. So before using this with this razor, I used to use this razor and just like a bar of soap, and honestly, don't do it, because the soap is going to dry your skin out, and then afterwards you're going to feel so irritated. I've tried using conditioner for your hair. Some people find that works, but I found that because my conditioner has a fragrance in it, the fragrance causes me to be itchy. What else have I used? There is another gel actually that I did use. It was, I think it was just like a King of Shaves gel, which did actually work quite nicely. The only thing was it had a bit of a fragrance to it, so again it caused a slight irritation. Like I have such sensitive skin, guys, it's unbelievable. So this is the thing that works for me. I think what would be great is if you had an aloe plant, you could literally just take the leaf and just get the gel out of it and use that. That would work great. Another thing that might actually work, which I've seen online, is you can make like flaxseed gel, which looks like the most perfect gel I've ever seen, and that would probably work amazing as well on the skin. So yeah, if you wanted to be like extra eco, you could make your own gel or buy an aloe plant, and then you wouldn't have this plastic packaging, which is something I'm definitely kind of working towards. But for now, this does the job. So yeah, in terms of shaving, a lot of people will say, oh, you should shave like with the grain. Not with the grain, you should shave with the hair, so like the direction your hair grows. So for example, so obviously on your legs, like your hair kind of grows down, so a lot of people are like, oh, you should shave down like this. Like honestly, if you shave down, you are not gonna get the hair shaved off. Like you're just gonna have hairy legs still. Like it just doesn't work. I find as long as you use like a gel or some kind of lubricant that works for your skin type, you can shave the opposite direction and get as close to the skin as possible and get like the smoothest shave. And trust me when I say this gets you a smooth shave. Like it gets so close to the skin, it's great. I guess I could probably do another video literally just talking about shaving, because I feel like there's such a specific technique to getting like the perfect shave. You shouldn't use a heavy hand because this is so weighted and heavy. You literally just need to kind of glide it over the skin. No pressure needed. Also, the blade sharpness is really important. I change my blade every other shave, so I don't use it more than twice, just purely because if the blade gets blunt, you're gonna get itchy sensitive, rashy kind of skin, because it will cause a lot more pulling on the skin when it's not as sharp. So just keep the blade nice and sharp. Final note about this, because it is all metal, do not keep it in the shower. I think this goes for any razor, to be honest. Don't keep it in your shower or in an area in your bathroom that's going to get really steamed up a lot of the time, because it can cause it to get like mold on it and just bacteria that you don't want on a blade and on your razor. And also because it's metal, I don't want it to like rust or anything. So just keep it in a nice dry place. Take out the shower when you're not using it. And yeah, you'll be fine. I use this on my snail trail and on my legs. I shave all my legs, so bottom half and top half. I don't like to leave the top half. I know some people don't mind it, but I personally don't like that, so I take it all off with this. So obviously when you've shaved, what happens is you do kind of take off some of the natural oil from your skin, so it's really important to like hydrate and moisturize afterwards. If you guys have watched my skincare routine video, you know that I use this moisturizer, the CeraVe moisturizing cream, on my face. I also use this on my body. Just wherever I've shaved, essentially, I just pop this cream on after I step out the shower while my skin is still damp. It just means that I don't get dry patches or itchiness, because as soon as my skin gets dry, that's when I know I'll start itching. So this is essential, and don't be sparing with it. Put like a decent amount on. So yeah, I put this on. And as you guys, if you watched the last video, my skincare routine video, because it's in a big tub and I just think it's a bit unhygienic to keep going in with your hand all the time, I transfer it like into one of these little squeezy bottles. This is by Human Gear. Again, I'll link it all in the description box, and it just makes it so much easier to use. So yeah, as you can see, I get through the stuff pretty quick. So thank God it comes in like 454 gram tubs. Now, last but not least area, don't know what to call it without this video getting flagged, so we'll just call it the Bikini Line, but the extended Bikini Line, because I don't just shave the Bikini Line. Yes, we're talking about, you know, the pubic area, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video. But yes, I do like to, how can I describe it? I like to be a dolphin, so I like to remove pretty much every hair down there. The easiest way I find to go about it is not to use this razor. I've tried many times because it would be so handy for me to be in the shower and just to shave everything all in one go. This I cannot get to work down there. It just, my skin down there doesn't like being shaved with a razor like this. It just doesn't like it. It goes all rashy and I get razor bumps and it just looks not nice. So instead, this amazing little epilator device, don't worry, I don't use an epilator down there. Can you imagine? This is great. So it comes with different head attachments, so you can unclip it like this, and it comes with an electric razor head attachment, which is the best thing I found to get the closest shave down there. And you can get in every little bit and crevice and blah de blah de blah. I'm not going into too much detail, you can imagine. And yeah, you get everything off with this. And with this, the beauty of it is you can just use it dry. So normally do it after my shower when everything's clean and fully dry. I go in with this and just shave everything off, and it comes off like a dream. And because you haven't kind of directly pulled against the skin, essentially this just cuts as you, I can't really show you, but like sounds like this, and essentially just cuts the hair right at the skin surface. It doesn't pull on your skin, and because of that you don't need to really use a moisturizer afterwards. It doesn't make your skin really dry. So I really like this for that sensitive area, just because otherwise it will just get so itchy and so rashy. Also, the great thing about this, so it comes with like the different heads. It comes with other heads as well, which I don't use, I'll be honest. But it also comes with this, which is a mini kind of bikini trimmer. So if you just want to do like, you know, the edge bits, so just quickly go around the edges. Hello?
You don't have to shave your legs. My legs are hairy as anything right now.
So yeah, this comes with it as well, and this is like a mini bikini trimmer. So you can use this just on the edges if you just want a quick touch up. You know, if you're on holiday, you are wearing a bikini and it's like, oh, the hairs are growing back already, which happens. You can use this just to quickly take off the edges. And this is like a little attachment head, so if your hair's a bit longer, or you can take it off and get like a close shave, and it just like so. So yeah, that's really handy as well, and it's also really easy to fit in like a travel bag, so like this. I think, oh, no, that's not everything, damn it. Right, obviously with epilation it lasts a lot longer than just shaving. I would say to keep on top of it I have to shave every other day, which is really frustrating, and I really like, it's the bane of my life, shaving, honestly. Like, I cannot stand it. I am eventually going to be getting laser hair removal, but in the meantime, what I did invest in is this, which is the Tria It's like an at-home laser hair removal device, and it is pricey, I'm not gonna lie to you, and also the little head here is actually quite small, so it's tedious if you want to use it in a large area. But I've been using this on my snail trail just purely because it's just such an annoying little area that I just could do without having hair there. So I use this like once a week on that area, and I have noticed a reduction in the amount of hair growth there, which is really nice. What I would say before you go and invest in something like this is make sure you look into what your skin colour is and your skin type, because it only works for certain skin types. So normally you have to have relatively pale skin. It doesn't work on all darker skin tones. It can cause a lot of damage to your skin if you do have darker skin tones, and also your hairs have to be significantly quite dark compared with your skin tone for the laser to be able to hit the follicle. Another thing is, you can only use this on areas of skin where you shave the hair. You can't use it on areas where you epilate. Essentially what it does is this laser kind of goes into the skin down through the hair follicle and then kills off that follicle. So if you pull out your hair, i.e. when you epilate you pull it out from the roots, there's no hair for this to kind of go into and like kill off the follicle because it's all gone. So you have to shave. Like I say, I will eventually be getting laser hair removal, probably when all this lockdown is over. So yeah, I think that is everything that I do to remove my hair. It's such a mission, but it's something that I personally like to do because I just prefer myself to be hairless. Any questions you guys have, please put them in the description box. I've answered pretty much everything, and yes, like I say, all the products I've mentioned will be linked in the description box as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. So bye for now.